gonna turn down the music a little bit. See if I can move my mic over. Let me... I'm just hoping that the music doesn't pop up on my mic. I'm not wearing a headset because I am going without a headset today. So I've got music coming through my speaker. I just want to make sure that my mic doesn't pull it up. Hey Reckles, how's it going? This is a cross-platform stream right now. Just trying to figure out, make sure that it's working properly. I will eventually move over to YouTube and Picardo for art and probably everything else. We'll see how it all works. I don't know. I need to build up a viewer base and a community before I can officially like move over. So let me know if the music is too loud or if it's too quiet. Oh shit. Whoops. Alright. Let's turn that off. For you, it's fine. Awesome. Okay. So, we're going to rename... No? I'm gonna rename them. Cam. Then we will get a new video cap. There we go. Hey, there we go. Yay, le hands. Yes, you get to see my hands today. And part of my mic. I'm gonna try to talk here. Let me rotate my mic and then like push it out of the way. There we go. Cool. So yeah, this is my keyboard. Desk is a mess, so I don't want to show you too much of my desk. Yeah. But anyways, let's get started. So I just got my tarot deck. Desk tour? No, it's a mess. I'll give you guys a desk tour once I've got it clean. My desk reflects how my life is right now. It's a mess. It's everywhere. But anyways. Change the I'm like trying to figure out everything. I'm not used to Picardo or anything like that. Yeah. Panel color. What? Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting used to everything. There's Picardo, YouTube. I have no idea where my stream is on Facebook, so I can't watch it. Then there's Twitch. I'm using Restream right now, so I'm trying to keep everything organized. Almost 2 in the morning, but that's fine by me. Oh, seriously, if you need sleep, go get sleep. There's no water. So yeah, anyways. Sorry it's been a long freaking time since I've streamed. It's been hectic. The life's been hectic for a lot of people, myself including. Got a job. So that's that. And yeah. Work's been crazy. Anyways, so let's get to the tarot deck review, I guess? I don't know. I'm not being paid for this. This is not sponsored, I promise, I swear. Sleep is for the weak. So Yavea, I think is how it's pronounced. I saw this deck on Etsy and it was gorgeous. So I of course had to have it. I also have a heritage that is both, so it's got a how do I explain it? So my heritage is like from the Anglo-Saxons, so Vikings, Nordic, things like that. So, and that all branches off to Celtic, Scottish, British, you know, all of the European countries. But I'm personally really fascinated by Nordic and Anglo-Saxon culture and things like that. I'm trying to bring my life back to the roots of where I'm from. Besides the Japanese. I love Japan. As far as what I've seen, I love anime, so I'm gonna be a little obsessed with that, but that's that's besides the point. British. So anyways, this is the Runic Odyssey Oracle Introduction to the Runes book. It came with, I don't know if you can, here, let me see if I can finish this. It's kind of hard to tell. But I got this from Etsy. Again, it's a very gorgeous deck. So we'll go over the book in a second, because I'm not super familiar. Music's a little loud. Hold on. At least for me. And it might be a little too loud for you guys to hear me. Let me turn my mic up a little bit. Anyways, let's open this up. And I've already opened it. So no, like, surprise opening or whatever like that. But yeah, it's the Runic Odyssey Oracle. It's not an Oracle deck. It's a tarot deck, but it's got some extra things. But this says, lift the veil of your mind and discover the power of the rune. Again, I've already opened this because I wanted to actually put the cards in sleeves. Keep them nice. But every single one of the cards has this symbol on it. That's the Yggdrasil tree. Or the Tree of Life. However you want to take a look at it. And then each card, it's gorgeous. It really is. It's like a very... I don't know, it's hard to show you guys on this. If I can around with... I guess you guys can see better because... That better? Really? Ah! Oh, stop. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, we'll just keep it like that. I don't know if you guys can see it. But anyways, so the art on here is like a very, it's a water-based kind of, or a watercolor kind of style to it, with a little bit of gold on them. Might be easier to see it. But anyway, so they've got a Nordic or Viking type of rune here, and like this card says Freya's Aett. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It's AETT, but then it tells you what the card is, and then somehow, someway, I'm supposed to interpret. I think I'm supposed to use this book. So like Fehu, have to find it on page 18. Alright, page 18. It gives me not only like what the card is, but it tells me what the divinatory meaning is, and reverse meaning and correspondence. So it's actually really interesting. That is so cool. Astrology is... I really like this deck. Anyways, there's a lot of information to go over. I kinda wish I had Bush Baby with me because he's really good at shuffling cards, especially in sleeves, and I suck at it. Actually, I might just have him do that. Zoom! Yes, yes. Did master zoom so that you guys don't see, like, my nasty deck. Or desk. Alright. It's not quite like Uno. So what, as far as I know, you're not an idiot. So as far as I know, you shuffle the cards, which, you know what? I'm gonna go get Bush Baby's help. I'll be right back. Okay, so, we'll see if he shows up. But while we're waiting, let's go over tarot and, like, the book that came with it. So I've had my, I've received tarot readings, I think 3 times. We call it, oh, thank you. So we call it, Call Out Tuesday or something like that, just because the cards, if done right, and if done with someone who is experienced in being able to mitigate any bias, and particularly as an empath, it would be easier to be able to determine, like, the actual relativity between the cards and the person that they're doing the reading from. It's kind of difficult to do it on ooh. It's kind of hard to do it online just because it's hard to relate. But me being an empath and I can be empathic through. No, David, I don't want to ruin them. I don't know how.
No, these are brand new sleep. The only time that's a problem.
Yes, but
really
I don't want to
sleeves.
ruin them. I don't know. I don't know. $10.
Just doing half of it. And I sleep.
They're really nice. Like the sleep. I was worried I got
And then every
bad.
now and then. What?
Your hands are bigger.
You could just go like this, grab it from this side, up them like. I'm saying, like, it's gonna take a bit of time, but as you get used to it, like, you have to do it in order to get used to it.
Okay. All right, I'll do it. Thank you. Okay, so like I was saying, is like, I'm an empath. I don't know what you guys know what that is. But it's, I'm not crazy. I'm being bullied, guys. I'm being bullied. What are you gonna do about it? Really? I just started my stream. I don't know, David. At some point in time today. Honestly, I forgot about it. Okay. Sorry. I'm being distracted. So, what an empath is it's a person with the paranormal ability to apprehend the mental or emotional state of other individuals. Oh, thanks, Streamlabs. I totally forgot I had a merch store. Getting slightly off topic. But anyways, so, as an empath, I'm able to feel other people's energies either via talking to them or associating with them. It's kind of like a spiritual and emotional link between myself and whoever it is that I am, linking to. And, it's been a struggle, actually, because I don't know how to turn it off or anything like that. And so, like, customer service jobs I've struggled with in the past because I was linking on an emotional level with the person I was speaking to, and obviously with customer service jobs you don't want to do that because you've got so many people who are upset with life and how things are going, and obviously projecting that. So there is that. I've also, like, I made a friend in Wyoming, and even now I still feel part of their emotions or part of how they're doing, just because I linked with them on a mental or emotional level. Okay. So, what I was told, or it was recommended, that I get a feel for the energies of the car. I tried to do that, but again, I'm sick, so I don't know how that will affect how this works. So now that those have been shuffled, and I've been pouring a little bit of my energy into it, if you guys actually believe in that, to try to link with the cards. So let's go through the book. I love this. Sorry. Okay, so about the deck. Runes are, at their creation, a sacred writing. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Rude. Ah! I try to be quiet for him when he streams, and then he goes and makes popcorn with the door open. Free. Yeah. It's okay, we're not gonna go through the whole book. Most of it is just needing to get used to the cards. But yeah. We're gonna go through first few pages. So anyways, runes at their creation, a sacred writing system. It is an alphabet called Elder Futhark. Probably gonna pronounce a lot of this wrong, so bear with me. Let's see. Used by the Scandinavian peoples mainly for a magical, talismanic, divinatory use, or for writing commemorative texts. There are 24 signs. Each sign corresponds to a sound, so a sequence of characters allows the transcription of a word or a sentence. There are several Futhark, like the so-called modern Futhark, which has 16 runes, or the Anglo-Saxon Futhark, which has 33 runes. But we will focus our attention on the Elder Futhark, since it is the one that is mostly used nowadays for divination. This one is divided into 3 groups of 8 symbols, called Aetir, or Et. Aetir. So I think it's Et. A-E-T-T. I think it's Et. So Aetir. Each of these groups has a particular meaning. So there's Freya's Et, there's Heimdall's Et, and there's Tyr's Et. Freya's is knowledge, Heimdall's is power, and Tyr's is the realization. Interesting. What is this, though? Hold on. Trying to figure out. Yeah, so they said 8, 16. Regular, and then Elder 24. Does it go over the extra 6 then? The rune Weird, or Fate, also called Odin's rune, is not part of the Elder Futhark, nor of the Viking runes, and is not present in any historical facts. It has no engraved signs. Weird is a purely contemporary invention, notably introduced by Ralph Blum in his book, The Book of Runes, published in 1982. However, opinions are deeply divided on its use, as Perthrow already presents the notion of fate and the unknown. Some omit it, believing that it should not exist, when others, on the contrary, use it in their readings and see no drawback to this. There could be a long and intense debate on this subject, so use it if it suits you or put it aside if it doesn't. I decided to introduce it to the deck to satisfy everyone's preferences. Indeed, it's easier to turn 25 runes into 24 than the other way. Oh, there's a mean. Wait, hold on. Why is this upside down? Oh, it's not in English. That's why. So how big is the actual book? It's like half. Yeah, because I think that looks like inch. Oh, that's right, because this is like a French-English deck. Okay, cool. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, what? 1,000 pages? No, serious? What do you mean? I'm not paying too much attention. It's okay. I I mean, I see other people are watching, but no one's talking, so I'm just... whatever. Alright, origin of the runes. The word rune is a very ancient word meaning secret, mystery, whisper, which evokes in particular the notion of secret initiation transmitted orally. According to Nordic mythology, the god Odin, in order to acquire knowledge of these sacred symbols, hung himself from the branches of the cosmic tree called Yggdrasil. Hanging from the branches of the cosmic tree, for 9 days and 9 nights of initiation without eating or drinking. At the end of this self-sacrifice, he fell down from the tree with the sacred knowledge of the runes. Historically speaking, the appearance of the runes is still quite mysterious, and many opinions diverge regarding their appearances. The oldest trace of this Futhark dates back to 50 CE and was used until about 800 CE. So here's how to use the runes. As a divinatory tool, runes are used like tarot or oracles cards. Which, by the way, eventually I'll have myself an oracle card. Or deck. The description of the rune just comes off the tongue, doesn't it? Just a little bit. I'm actually learning a lot about my ancestry just with this deck. Because I didn't know a whole lot about it. I've got a lot of work to do if that's the case. So anyways, as a divinatory tool, runes are used like tarot or oracle cards. Shuffle your cards while thinking of a question. Pull one or more cards according to the spread you have chosen, and interpret this message by letting yourself be inspired by what the cards tell you. Complete your interpretation with the explanatory booklet or a book about the rune. Each rune has a general meaning, however, as with the previously mentioned divination tools, a card combined with others offers a unique message to interpret. Alright, so that's tarot reading specifically. Reversed cards. No, so it's not necessarily like that I don't like reading history. I love reading history, but I've never... You lose so much of your ancestry and the history of it if you're not living it. And with all of modern society and with how my family and traditions have passed on, we've lost a lot of who we were. And especially with what's going on in the world today, I feel like I need to return to my roots, specifically. So, it's not necessarily the main reason why I got these tarot cards, but at the same time, like, got tarot cards in general, but it's the reason why I got this specific deck, was to kind of help understand, but at the same time, I didn't think that there would be so much about my ancestry and the people that I come from this deck. It's actually really, really interesting. I feel like there's a reason why I was drawn to this deck specifically. But that's if you believe in that kind of thing. Alrighty. So, reversed cards. During your reading, you may turn one or more cards upside down, which will then have a different, more or less negative meaning. Some people do not take into consideration the cards drawn reversed, and it is just as well. You are free to use the cards as you wish for your intuition. I've actually had several cards during my readings that were upside down. Pretty much telling me to get my act together. And that's what happened to me and that's actually why I've been working really hard with getting all my content up, trying to get things situated, is because, like, my cards for this year, specifically on what it was that I wanted to do business-wise, or I guess with my life, was pretty much, like, telling me, if you want to do well, you need to actually get shit done. And what it is like, you'll have an upside down card. So the card's supposed to be like this, but it flips over like this. It's upside down. And sometimes that just happens. Like, you don't mean it to, it just happens. And in that case, you would probably rather listen than to discard it. Alright. Moon phase cards, because we have a couple of cards that are moon phase cards. Working with the phases of the moon is a good way to harmonize your intentions with the rhythm of the lunar cycle. Just as the moon influences the ocean tides, the rise and fall of the moon also reflects the rhythm of your own lives. It can influence your emotions or your mental state. When you synchronize yourself with the rhythms of the moon or align your daily activities with it, you may feel more balanced and in tune with what you are achieving. Meaning of the cards on page 70. I can do that. Purifying your deck. So purifying your deck is not a must. Some people don't feel this need, and it is fine. It is better to do what you feel is good for you. Being uncomfortable with having purified your cards when it doesn't suit you and vice versa can make your approach with it difficult. Others, on the other hand, can't imagine creating a link with their deck without first purifying it under a trickle of sage or incense smoke and then storing it next to a wider pink quartz, for example. Let your intuition guide you in this ritual. I actually thought that purifying your deck was slightly different. It says whatever suits you. But a lot of what I've heard about purifying your deck is so that, like, for example, if I give myself a read and then I want to give Bush Baby a read, I want to make sure that I wipe away any traces of my personal read before I give him a read, because it's possible that the read for me leaks into the read for him. So it makes it less personal. So, alright. So now we gotta think of a question. I kind of want to get Bush Baby involved in, because I'm scatterbrained right now. Oh, ha ha ha. Alright. So. Oh, I am so sorry. I keep bumping that. Any questions so far about the tarot cards? Anything like that? All right. We're so distracting. So now we figure out what it is that we are going to do. I guess I'm just going to get a feel for the cards. So what I'm going to need to do is meditate a little bit. Part of that is listening to the music. But while I'm meditating, I'm gonna look at every single cards, get a read for them, while we wait for Bush Baby, because it's gonna take him a couple of minutes. But then he'll let me do a read for him. And you guys will get to see, kind of, because again, I'm only a beginner, so I don't know if I'll screw this up or not. Hopefully not. But I need to get rid of all of that anxiety or the hesitation, before I give him a read, so that I can be as accurate as possible. So I love these cards, honestly. They're so gorgeous. So pretty. Eventually, I'm gonna need to learn how to pronounce these cards. Each time you hit the camera, the viewers get slapped. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Starting. Stop! You're so distracting. Oh, it's okay. Honestly, I wish there was a better way for me to show you what these cards look like because they're absolutely gorgeous. It's like they had taken some I don't know how to explain this paper. It's like they had taken some sort of like rough paper and they had taken like watercoloring and only added a teeny tiny little bit of black and then just kind of sort of splattered and smeared it on and then went into more detail with another layer later. So like this one's got butterflies all over it. This one's got a gate. And then the moon. And some of the details are in gold. So, they're really pretty. And then the questions that you ask, they don't necessarily have to be super specific. Meaning, you personally may have a very specific question, but so long as you can give the reader enough details to kind of understand the direction that you want to go, it'll be enough for them to it'll be enough for them to be able to give you a semi-accurate or an accurate reading. Hi. Ready? If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I don't want to give you. Okay. Fine. Now I need to figure out what. Le Thorn Bush? No, Bush Baby. Bush Baby says hi.
Hi.
Le Thorn. Yeah.
What do I do?
No, I'm just trying to think of what, because you're apprehensive. And I'm gonna see if I can do a reading. So I gotta shuffle the cards. Not really paying questions. I've gotta. I don't want to general. Then, if I remember how my friend did this, separate into three piles. That kind of went sideways. So, like violently, pull it out. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Sometimes the cards will fall. Sometimes if they act different, they want attention. It's slightly different though because I'm using sleeves on them. So like I have to I don't know. I just had a feeling I should pull that out. And then, once they're separated, then I pick a deck. I'm drawn to this one specifically, so I'm going to remove normally you get rid of, so you can either get rid of the other 2 decks or you can get rid of that one. And because I'm drawn to this one specifically, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of the other 2. And then I'm being told to pick that one up. Okay. Feeling like I should. Okay. So, these are my cards. I'll actually do this one last. So, here's the first one. And it's Huaz, or Courage and Justice. Page that is. Page 50. Alright. Courage and Justice. So, justice done, courage, leadership, authority, justice matters, honor, faithfully. So it opens a new cycle, so the little quote that it says on this page, like, because it starts off with a quote and then it gives me a reading. So it says, Tyr is a certain token, it keeps its troth well with noble men. It is always on its journey over the clouds of night, never wandering. Tuaz opens a new cycle in the path of spiritual initiation. It represents justice, responsibility, but also sacrifice. In order to achieve the success you desire, sacrifice is necessary. It can be hard work, financial investment, or significant stress. Tuaz brings the strength to see things rightly and justly to win your case if you are in your right mind and keep your word with honor. It reminds you to make and keep commitments in your professional and private life. These notions in your relationship with others are essential. Oh, wow. Well, so I'm not I'm not going to explain what that means to me. And for anyone that I do a read for, you don't ever need to explain to me, like, based off the cards, what that means for you specifically. I'm just telling you what the cards say. But this... Wow. Okay. What is the next card? Orus, or the strength and determination. La 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 la. Page 20. Okay. The ox is single-minded and over-horned, most savage beast, fighting with his horns, well-known moor-stepper. That is a proud creature. So the divinatory meaning is life force, good health, fighting for a goal, facing an event, intuition, instinct, creativity, self-confidence. Alright. So while Fehu is the symbol of a domesticated cattle, Uruz is the symbol of the wild cattle following its primitive instinct. It represents natural force with its constructive and destructive side. It also symbolizes your ability to take on new challenges by facing them with the strength that is within you. Uruz helps you to become aware of the freedoms you have in your life, the freedom of your choices, your desires, and how you make them come true. If you go against what you feel, Uruz warns you that it can be destructive and that not all means are good for achieving your goals. Let your instincts guide you while you remain in control. Oh, wow. Sorry, We should literally call it Call Out Tuesday because honestly, the cards are calling me out today. This is great. Wow. All right. And the last card. Full moon or celebration. Five. It's interesting that we got this. It represents the achievement, the realization of your projects, and the success of your projects. It is a time to celebrate your ascension and to reflect on how far you have come. Achievement, progress, and honestly, I didn't expect to get these cards. But for some reason it feels really right for me to... Alright. So let's look at the runes, because we only got 2 runes this time. We got Tears and Freya's. So with Tiwa's... Tiwa's... So I'm trying to do correspondence. Maybe I should have done this first. So it's... Tears et... Concerns the spiritual dimension of the human being. It evokes the path that path of... That was the curse of justice. And Freya. Freya is one of all beings that symbolizes fertility and life. Represents the first steps of an initiatic journey. So, what I probably should have done, and what I would probably normally do, is I would find the cards, open the cards, and then do a silent read before explaining the cards. Now that I know all of this information, there's just so much that these cards are telling. It also has correspondences. I'm not entirely sure how to use. So, with how I've organized these cards and how I felt like I should organize these cards, there are different ways of portraying it, apparently. So it can either be past, present, and future, problem, cause, and solution, or mind, body, soul. And it's looking like it's mind, body, and soul. Just because with like how it's all organized, because it makes sense with the Discord leave call noises. What? Oh, good night. Time for me to get knocked out. Cold mattress. I'll sleeping. Good night, Reckles. See you tomorrow. Well, later today for me. Thanks for stopping by, though. Get some good sleeps. You know what? I'm gonna do a read for Bush Baby. Even though he hasn't really been in the mood for one, I have a specific... That one wanted my attention. It fell out of the deck. So put this here. Sometimes you can have 4, sometimes you can have 3 cards. The way things went down with mine, I only had... So... But I have a feeling I need to do a read for something specifically in regards to Bush Baby. I kind of wonder if he wants to come in here and listen, because might be beneficial. I can't, my hands are so tiny. Ah. All right. Hey, babe. I'm going to go get him. So you can either choose for me to get rid of 1 of the 3 decks or 2 of the 3. 1, 2, and 3. I just shuffle and then pull it down to 2 to 3 cards. Very funny.
Just the middle ones.
Okay. Too much. Yeah, you're gonna need to choose.
Second one's got. Discard both.
Get rid of these two?
Yeah.
No, it's...
Juicy look. I'm seriously messing around. What?
Do you want me to get rid of this or put it...
Wherever that one goes, you're keeping that back.
Where did... Wait, where did you want me to put it? Okay, well then... Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Determine which one gets discarded.
All right.
Right. Do you want me to change how it's organized? Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we gotta figure out what all that shit means.
Okay.
Boy.
Great. So you have Ansu's. So it's about
Yeah.
okay. So it has the phrase some to me. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, fine. I just have to speak a little louder. So the first card is Freya's and Sue's, which is wisdom and inspiration. Freya is one of all beginnings. Liza's life force represents the initiatic journey. The mouth is the beginning of all speech, a support to wisdom and a comfort to the wise, and trust to every. It symbolizes intelligence, knowledge, mental abilities. It announces a period of awakening. You will be called upon to explore spiritual matters and try to acquire wisdom of events and around you. In Ansu, see the time when it is good to take advice from elders who have more significant life experience than you have. This will enable you to move forward in life. And inspiration. Don't ignore messages simply because you don't like content. Every experience can. That one. We have Soilo, which is a Hemdall. Hemdall is associated with the element of nature that surrounds of
the Force.
stop. I'm trying to be serious.
Jedi. Jedi are serious.
You're not.
Hell no. When am I serious?
Alright. The sun is ever a hope to A-M-E.
Say that first line again.
The sun is ever a hope to men when they carry themselves over the fish's bath until their brine horses. Willow is the rune of accomplishments, successes, victories over obstacles, good health, and life forces on a daily basis. It is a more permanent success than Jera. Attached to the sun, it represents knowledge, light, and an inexhaustible source of energy and brilliance. Shadows fade away, and what was cures. The willow indicates a renewal of positive progress, helps you to keep confident in projects, and guides you towards your own by illuminating the path of your spiritual journey. Reminds you of the need to move forward even after you.
That very last line.
A lot of it is important.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that's the kicker for me. Okay.
And then Ehwaz. Ehwaz, E-H-W-A-Z, which is a tears et. It's surprising that you've got an et in every single. Like, there are 3 different ets and you've got one in. So, tears et is the realization, concerns the spiritual dimension of the human being. It evokes the path that each of us must reach, the path of knowledge and wisdom. So let's find out what this one is. It says trust and partnership. on, I'm trying to... What? There are a lot of words that are like similar. There's Elhaz and there's Ehwaz. Ehwaz? Not Ehwaz. Oh, 8. Alright. Horses are for earls the joy of noblemen, a steed proud in its hooves were the heroes about him, prosperous on horseback, weave their speech, and ever a comfort to those on the move. Ehwaz embodies the bond that unites, much like the relationship between a rider. Both are interdependent and bound by a relationship of trust. It encourages you to keep your commitments, to be faithful to the word you give, but also to help you bring to others in their evolution. It is not an individual path, but a collective path of mutual support. You are not alone. You are not alone, and you can count on the people around you, and being careful not to make mistakes and to know who is worthy of your trust and not. It also symbolizes movement, encourages evolution, and venture.
Yeah, what was it?
Want me to say it? Do you
Yeah, I
say it
don't
so that they
care.
can hear it? Okay.
Sure.
So the question that I thought about when I was organizing the cards, and it's actually interesting because this one fell out straight away. When it fell out, it's literally telling me I need to be. You need to. So the question was,
Yeah.
in regards to your business, how you should handle it, and in what direction you should go.
And then the first one basically just said, like, or the second one, sorry, was basically talking about,
Willow?
yeah, like, you know, my versus the person, like, basically to me, it's basically said.
So there are several different ways to read it.
Yeah.
There's past, present, future, problem, cause, mind. You decide on. I just tell you. As far as what I was thinking, because it is also based off of personal, like, and knowing you and your situation. So, I'm seeing it more as like the past, present, you, more than anything. Which, like, it's kind of hard to think about because you're receiving a lot of knowledge from friends and people out, but also you're searching for, trying to figure out how
Yeah.
And it's always been like that, but it's been very, very significant. Past. But every experience can be a lesson to teach you to. I think the sentence that stood out the most for me when I was reading this to you was actually the two sentences right before that one, which is, this will enable you to move forward in life with moderation. Don't ignore messages. That's what stood out to me. I don't know. I'm just telling you. It stood out to me when I read it to you. And there was one in Swillow. I think the part about this that stood out the most to me is the inexhaustible force of energy and brilliance indicates a renewal. but it's just,
Basically, be myself in the early part of that when you
Rune of accomplishment, successes, victories over obstacles, good health, daily basis.
Yeah, so that kind of thing. I take it as my person. Me as a person, I'm a really friendly person. I have a very
Oh, for sure.
go-getting personality, so I just have to utilize that and be my basically use that as my best.
Right, and it's not just like, it also says it reminds you of the need to move after you that, so don't stagnate. What it's trying to do.
Yeah.
Because if you don't stagnate, your future, Ewaz, you'll, so it's saying to, you have a lot of knowledge that you've received, a lot of inspiration. You need to do that to become successful. You can become successful, but to not stagnate, because it'll get you to the point where you'll make friends, you'll make bonds with people that will help you in the future. You're not alone in that, around you, instead of.
I love the one that's like not. It's like there's pretty much like.
Yeah, well, not
Well,
so
not-
much
not
your
really that,
supporters,
but-
but like the people who are there for you to help you move forward, to help you do better.
Also, not this. I don't
What
like
happened to
straws.
yours?
Remember? Taking it over to Mom's place. We were over there, and then oh no, I think we left it in Prescott, and then we were never able to get it. Family member. Yeah.
Anyways, how does your read? You want a like general year?
Not yet.
I hope that helps you.
Thank you.
I couldn't think of anything, and that question popped up in my. I hope that was fun. Close the door. Oh. All right. Well, that was interesting. So we're going to go ahead and keep this as a very short stream, I think, just because not a lot of people are talking. Yeah, so that is tarot reading. And, if any of you guys want me to read, personally, or, like, not on stream, or on stream, or whatever, just let me know. I do have a Discord. You should be able to find it somewhere. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and stop the stream. I just wanted to verify that everything's been working properly. And that you guys are able to see it, and that I'm able to see chat. No one's been chatting in YouTube or Picardo, which is fine. But anyways, like I said, we will do tarot readings on Tuesdays on stream. Again, if you would like me to read your tarots, or give you a read off of stream or at some other time, just let me know on Discord. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.